Shalom Yasharala, giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything. I was looking at how we as a people, we've been taught many different doctrines and so forth. So I went back to the archives and I looked into, I want to deal with this, you could say fallen angel or angels coming down and having sex with women. That's been taught in those that have went outside the Bible and looked into some of these books that men have wrote and not really looked at the scriptures. So when I bring this out, I want you to break this down for me, all you scholars out there that teach that women came down and had sex with, well, angels came down and had sex with women, Salakia, but the women on this earth had sex with angels and created giants. I want you to be able to rebuke this as I go through these scriptures and make it mean something different. Because it's a lot, and the only thing I can tell you is, if you married and you have a wife, she come tell you that she pregnant but ain't your baby, you know you've been gone. If you had a business trip you had to take or whatever, or something you had to do, you out there working in the field of this truth, and you come back, your wife say, I'm pregnant but ain't yours. Well, whose is it? And she gonna tell you that an angel came down and had sex with her, and it's the angel's baby. You gotta remember that, because that's what they said happened with Mary. So that's what was happening against, nothing new under the sun, right? So I ask women all the time, when the last time an angel had sex with you and you got pregnant? You talking about a whole lot of women though. Remember, it ain't just one. It's this avalanche of angels coming down having sex with women, and next you know they pregnant. So we was understanding tonight, because, and once I go through this, you go through these scriptures as I'm going through them, and then you got to make sure that you make it mean something different to be able to prove your facts. You make sure you bring that woman that had sex with angels and brought forth giants. Okay? Because, I done heard brothers say the only sons of the Most High are the angels. They teach that doctrine. Where that come from, I don't know, but we're going to find out tonight. And I'm going to say, only the spiritual going to understand this. You non-spiritual people that just dealing with information, you might not understand it. Hopefully you'll be able to learn something. If not, then ask the Most High. All the answers in the Bible. He tell you ask the Most High for wisdom. So as always, Colossians 3:17, and understand this, I'm open for change, If you can make it mean something different, I'm open for change. We know in part and prophesy in part. But I know this. I went back into the archives. This is something that's always been taught. So if you didn't reach it to understand it, then that's on you. But Colossians 3:17, whatsoever thou do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai. So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the anointed Savior, Mashiach Yahushai. We give thanks to the Most High for everything, because He's worthy to be praised for everything, no matter what it is. We give thanks to the Most High. Thank Him for everything. So, I think I better start with let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. And we're going to read Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, and verse 9. So it says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be. So I mean, this thing in the past is something that's going to be in the future. So if angel has sex with women and they brought forth these giants, then it's supposed to be happening again. That's what he said. The thing that have been, the thing that happened in the past, it is that which shall be, what's going to happen in the future. And that which is done now, today, is that which shall be done. Same thing will be done in the future. From this day. We're in the present now, right? So it said in the future, the same thing will be done that's done today. And there is no new thing under the sun, okay? So, let's look at, go to the book of Corinthians. See, I don't want this to come up. Fighting against it already. 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. The book of 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. And this should really answer the whole question of everything right here. But you know how we got to do it? We got to do it through the precepts. Through the precepts, you get understanding. So 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. Well, let's look at we got to look at before we get there. Let's go. We had 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 38. The most High give it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own bodies. So seed is copulation of sperm. All flesh is not the same flesh. So we're talking about a carnal body that we have, mortal bodies that we have. But there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds, right? But listen to verse 40. There are also celestial bodies, and bodies terrestrial, right? There are also celestial bodies. These are like the angels' bodies that are in heaven, or that Most High through Mashiach Yahushua have created, that's on this earth. Understand this. And bodies terrestrial, which are bodies that are existing that's on the earth, like our bodies, mortal bodies. But the glory of the celestial is one. The glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. You hear that? But the glory of the terrestrial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So they're not the same. See? So that's meaning they're different. But you're going to say that the celestial became terrestrial when it came to the earth? No. So let's look at 2 Peter 2 and 4. This is where a lot of people they get this kind of messed up. So let's go there. 2 Peter, the second chapter, the 4th verse. And let's get some understanding here. 2 Peter 2 and 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, right? So this is where a lot of this is coming from. Because it's saying the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, right? So it's saying the Most High spared not the angels. So how can you prove that these angels are not celestial angels, but terrestrial angels, which would be the Israelites? Well, I know a lot of y'all probably shaking your boots now. Oh man, how you gonna say that those are real angels? Yeah, but I mean, understand this too. Because it said that sin. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. So we gotta look at Hebrews 13 and 2. Hebrews 13 and 2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So, could these strangers be men that the scripture is calling angels? Something to think about. So you say, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So people think that every man is a man, which it is, but it's calling them angels, right? You entertain angels unaware. You see that they came in and angels came in and ate with brothers and so forth. So, but they're two different entities. And we're going to find out more and more as we dig into it. So what is sin? Because it said angels transgress the law. Sin is the transgression of the law of the Most High. 1 John 3 and 4. 1 John 3 and 4. So it said an angel sinned, huh? 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So you mean to tell me that, because this is a doctrine that goes out, that the angels rebelled against the Most High, and he couldn't do anything, and they followed Satan, and next thing you know, they dealing with their own world of wickedness and evil. And the Most High can't do anything about it. So you don't really know the Most High. You really don't. Anybody think that way? You don't even know the Most High. You might as well even call him out of your mouth, because he created evil for those that draw evil to him. He's not evil. He's all righteous. But when you think wrong, you draw the evil to you. The things happen to you because you thinking wrong. You acting wrong. You speaking wrong. The Most High is not evil. He's all righteous. Understand this. So, whosoever committed sin transgresses also the law. For sin is a transgression of the laws of the Most High. So, if sin is the transgression of the law, then who was the law given to? To the Israelites. You see? And there are different levels of angels. You know, we are angels. Got angels that's in the heavenly realm where the Most High is. You got angels that's right here. First, we got to establish. We talk about angels, so we got to deal with or what else angels are called. In Psalms 104 and 4. Psalms 104 and 4. Who maketh his angels spirits. So you might see angel, you might see spirit. You might see angels, you might see spirits. Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire. So this flaming fire represents the word of the Most High that the angels going to bring forth. They're going to follow the word of the Most High. That's in Jeremiah 23:29. This flaming fire is what? Is not my word like as a fire? So the word of the Most High like fire. He speaks in fire and in wind. Said the Most High, like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces. So the angels could be called spirits. Spirits could be called angels. So when you look at going into the Apocrypha, which is in the original King James Bible, we see that in Ecclesiasticus, the 39th chapter, verse 28. Now it says, there be spirits which are angels that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So these are a set of angels that the Most High created through a h.o.i. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So they're going to appease the Most High. Fire. That's the first one to name, fire. Either the word of the Most High or burning you up, or burning something up. And hell. These are spirits. These are angels. And famine. And death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. Could be the dog, could be a cat, could be rats, it could be, you name it. Lions, bears, hyenas, gorillas, monkeys, teeth of wild beasts, whatever have teeth. And scorpions. These are spirits, these are angels. They get into these things and they be working just like the Most High would have them work for someone. Serpents, poisonous snakes, and the sword. Sword is modern day gun or whatever. It's used for punishing the wicked to destruction. You hear that? So the wicked are not righteous. They transgress the laws of the Most High. So you got these angels that's right on the earth that's going to appease the wrath of the Most High. Like I tell you, the wicked going to do what? They're going to draw evil to them. They're going to draw these evil spirits to them. These spirits are these angels that are created for vengeance for the evil that people do. Listen, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth. They're right here on the earth when need is. The Most High need them. Now these angels are here. You're concerned about some angels, so spirits got to deal with these spirits, these angels. They shall rejoice in his commandment. You hear that? They're going to be glad to fulfill the commandment of the Most High. And they shall be ready upon earth. They right here on the earth when need is. Listen, and when their time is come, when the Most High gives them an order, listen, they shall not transgress his word. But these angels that we read about in 2 Timothy 2 and 4. For the Most High Spirit, not the angels that sinned, they sinned. When the scriptures say the angels will not transgress his word. So you mean the Most High have angels here on this earth that will not transgress his word, and the angels, you saying some fallen angels fell down from heaven, and they transgressed, they sinned against the Most High, and the ones that's here ready for vengeance upon the wicked to destruction, these wicked angels, you mean the Most High can't do nothing with them? They got more power than the Most High, you saying. That's what you're saying first and foremost. There ain't no power but the Most High, point blank. And everything operates under this power of the Most High. That's why I said these angels are on this earth to destroy the wicked. Wicked angels, evil angels, however you want to look at it. Evil people, wicked angels, wicked spirits. Me, the Most High can't take them out. That's what you're saying. Because they here on the earth. You hear what it said? They shall rejoice in his commandment. They're going to rejoice. To do what? Punishing the wicked to destruction. To punish the wicked to destruction. Whether it's wicked people or whether it's wicked angels. To destruction. For vengeance. You hear it? They shall rejoice in his commandment, verse 31, and they shall be ready upon earth. They here. They here. So I say you got to deal with these angels. These spirits. When need is. When the Most High say they need is, they're going to show up and show out. And show off. Believe this. And when their time has come, when the Most High say it's time, they shall not transgress his word. You hear that? They not going to transgress the word of the Most High. So these ain't no angels going to sin against the Most High. Understand this. I mean, it's clear. That's why I say people don't know the scriptures enough to be able to recognize. Look, go to 2 Ezra 8:21. Show you what the angels doing before the Most High. But you got these you done gave more power than the Most High. 2 Ezra 8:21. Whose throne, this the Most High's powers and authority is inestimable. It cannot be measured. His authority cannot be measured. Whose glory may not be comprehended. Yeah, that his glory may not be comprehended. Before whom the host of angels, the army of angels, do what? Stand with trembling. Stand with trembling. But you got angels that you say is more powerful than the angels that stand with trembling before the Most High. When the angel came down and spoke to man, the man was scared to death, almost about ready to die, trying to worship that angel. They said, no, don't worship me. Worship the Father. I'm your brother. Worship the Father. Worship the Most High. But you got men down here worshiping angels and so forth. And they just told you, angels did not transgress the laws of the Most High. So now, when you look at who was given the law, because since the angels sinned, as it said in 2 Peter, the second verse, the second chapter, the fourth verse, then who was given the law to sin? It was the Israelites. So who was Peter talking about? He's talking about the Israelites. What was Israel given the law? When they came out of the Egyptian captivity with Moses. You see? And they cast them down to hell. Hell is a condition that we're reading about here. Right now, the so-called white man is in his heaven. If you're going to see us, I'll go through this breakdown that we're in a condition called hell. When it says deliver them to chains of darkness, darkness talking about the lies, the ignorance, not knowing. And being dumbfounded or being destroyed for lack of knowledge. So we got to look at this. Let's go to one case scenario of how we went into chains of darkness in this hell condition. Go to Isaiah 47, and we're going to look at verse 5. It says, "Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms." So when you're looking at who is it talking to, we can go to verse 1 to tell you who it's talking to. It say, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon," right? Virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, and you're going to be at a lower state. There was no throne, so the virgin daughter of Babylon would have power, rules, and authority, but Most High said, ain't going to be no power, and authority to them. O daughter of the Chaldeans, meaning daughter of the Ethiopians, the Cushites, the Babylonians, the Chaldeans, because their custom would be just like theirs. "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." So it's talking about the virgin daughter of Babylon. So who is this? We're just going to make sure that we understand who it's talking about. So Psalms 137 and verse 7. Psalms 137 and 7. Giving the understanding of this virgin daughter of Babylon. "Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem." So we're talking about Edom. David is crying out to the Most High to remember them, who said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. So when we went into captivity under the Babylonians, these same Chaldeans, Cushites, Ethiopians, under King Nebuchadnezzar, the Edomites burned down our temples. So we couldn't come back and worship. So who is these Edomites? It says, verse 8, "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed." See? So the daughter of Babylon, David is saying, King David is saying, "Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom." So this virgin daughter of Babylon represents the Edomites. So the Most High talking to the Edomites, and he told them in verse 5, "Sit thou silent." So I'm bringing this so we can relate today. Say, "Sit thou silent," said, "Be quiet, shut up, and get thee into darkness," right? "O daughter of the Chaldeans." Virgin daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans. "But thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms." So look at Isaiah 60 and 2. So he said, "Get thee into darkness." So what did they do once they went into darkness? They brought the people into darkness or ignorance, not knowing. That's why you got to look at all this. Isaiah 60 and 2. "For behold, the darkness or the ignorance, not knowing, shall cover the earth." Gonna cover the earth. "And gross darkness the people." You hear that? Gross darkness the people. Gross ignorance the people. People grossly not knowing what's going on, the people. That's why they go to Wikipedia. You got to go to the internet. You got to look at. You looking at Discovery Channel, the History Channel, and so forth. Why they got a Discovery Channel? Most of everything was already discovered. You know, it's all here in the Word and through the research that's been done. To we the Hebrew Israelites. But are they trying to do it? No, they ain't trying to get this. "But the Most High shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Because we don't have this truth in these last days. So let's look. Let's go into the gospel. Go to Matthew, the 8th chapter, in the 12th verse. Matthew, the 8th chapter, in the 12th verse. And it says, "But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness." Here, my second side telling us, the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. Who are the kingdom? Who are the children of the kingdom? The Israelites. "Shall be cast out into outer darkness." We just read how once the Edomites came into power, the people became gross darkness. The people became gross and in darkness. Gross darkness came upon the people. Gross ignorance. Gross not knowing. It's like they took everything away from us in the knowledge that we knew. talking about the lies. We in confusion, ignorant, stupid. Listen to what he say. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, he's saying. Gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And you look at when the Roman, so-called Italian Caucasians took us down in 70 AD. And we went down to Africa for about 1,500 years. Then we were brought over here. When the Africans and the Arabs and the Edomites, 3 nations got together and plotted to bring us here. That's a hellish condition. Slavery, oh yeah. That's hell. They took away our language, our culture, our power, the Most High, h.o.d.c. We were taught lies. Proving that when the Most High told them to shut up and get there in the darkness, and they put the people in gross darkness, it's proof right there. It's what the so-called white man, he gave your nationality, he put his name on our last name for your identity. The culture he wanted to be just like he would have it to be. The whole nation in outer darkness. Now as we learn this truth, we're being brought out of the outer darkness and knowing how to serve the Most High by repenting and crying to the Most High and keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, and having faith in the Most High. Because darkness has covered the whole earth, it said. And gross darkness to people. You're looking at from him being in the Caucasus Mountains and coming out in 1453 AD and creating the Renaissance period by 1492, taking down the Byzantine Empire. What did they know? They didn't know anything. That's why they're still discovering things. They wiped out a lot of information that they could have had in killing and murdering and pillaging and raping and doing all the things that they done to get the lands that they have. They lied, saying the Israelites are white. But first and foremost, the Most High is white. h.o.d.c is white. But the Most High told us he's going to do this to us. You're going to see that the Most High told us this is what he's going to do. So there's no excuse for us as Israelites, except for the fact that we're going to follow the way of the heathen. And it's the results that he told us he's going to do. So they in their right order. But look, Proverbs 16:4. Proverbs 16:4. They just went above and beyond the call of duty. While the Most High is going to bring the judgment upon them. Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So we that know this Bible, we know that the wicked represents the so-called white man. Just a moment. Let me show you.